Alright, seems like I'm live. Maybe. Alright, today we are going to work on coloring the Hulk. Um, just so everybody knows, I haven't tried this with Photoshop yet through OBS software, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't lock up my computer or anything, because it's a pretty big file. Just to start off too, I'm working off of a XP Pen Pro 22R Pro is what it's called. And it's basically a drawing monitor. And to tell you the truth, I've tried the big Cintiq 32-inch Pro. I've tried the Cintiq 22 HD, and I can't tell the difference, to tell you the truth. Really can't. So if you're a new artist that is just starting out and doesn't want to spend $3,000 on a monitor, these are nice. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and get this switched over to Photoshop view. Now here's the original pencils that I had. Here is the inks. Now, as you can see, the inks, I took the background out, and you'll see why I took the background out here in a bit. It was mainly for the background to kind of fade it in the back. And I also did a little bit of coloring over this yesterday and the day before. And the reason why is because I didn't want to be here for 4 hours trying to color this. Actually longer than that. It'd probably take an entire day with you guys live to color this. So I knew that would probably bore a lot of people. So here's what I have for the color so far. I started off with the sky, as you can see up here. Added in some clouds. Added in a nice yellow backdrop. And what I was talking about earlier about knocking the background out, what I did is, wait a minute. So I actually did it as an overlay. And the reason why I did that is because when you do it as an overlay, knock the black down a little bit, you could set that background actually in the background. And it makes your foreground character stand out much more. So go ahead and turn on all these other layers so you can see what we are working with. So this is everything that I got done the past couple days. So today we're going to work on coloring just the Hulk himself. So let's make sure there's nobody actually chatting in here. There we go. All right. So I have the Hulk flat, and actually let me go ahead and just go straight into Photoshop view. There we go. I have the Hulk flat selected. And the easiest way to color on flats, I've found, and I'm sure there's probably better ways of doing it because I'm pretty new at doing flats. This is something that Adam had me do on a project we just finished. So First thing I'm going to do is the shadows. I typically like to work dark to light. It's kind of a painting thing. I used to do a lot of oil paintings when I was in high school, and that's typically the way I always did it. So, let's see here. Get my pen. All right. Go ahead and get the green selected. Jump into my other window here. I'll put this on a new layer. And we'll go ahead and start painting in. Actually, Photoshop. There we go. You want to use a Photoshop brush that is actually using the pen pressure. If you don't, then you have, like you just seen a few minutes ago, those little circles, and you can't get these nice pointing lines. You know what I mean? And sometimes it takes you a couple tries to get it just right. Now when I go back through, I can soften these lines up as I need. And on this piece, my light source is going to be kind of weird. It's going to be kind of going from a little bit of like kind of two different directions. So obviously the sun, he's going to have highlights up above his shoulder. And then I'm wanting to do some around. Come here, let me show him. I want to show everybody the new addition to our family. Come here, bugger. Meow. This is our pickle. This is our new black kitty. Climbing up my back. Where'd he go? On the back of the chair. Grab him, baby. He's gonna jump. Todd? Okay. Yeah. 1 second. Good night, Bubbush. Meow. Say hi.
Not really people. Plastic dog crate.
Alrighty. Where'd my... There it is. Alright, let's go back to Photoshop. I'm sure you don't want to see my face. Alright. Get these shadows in here. Shouldn't take too long because I don't really... With him being the color green he is, I don't want to put too much shadow into it. Not to mention, I'm kind of heavy-handed on shadows with the blacks. Not kinda, I am. So, I don't want to make it too dark. I don't know why I'm so heavy-handed on the blacks. I mean, it's just the style that I like. I typically like a lot of horror artists. I don't know if you noticed in the background here, I've got, let's find out what direction it is. That's a Bernie Wrightson piece right there. I got another Bernie Wrightson piece. And then I got another 2 Bernie Wrightson comic books. So I'm a fan of the horror books. Which there isn't much of those out anymore that are really of that style. And so let's go back to Photoshop. And I'll zoom into this too and get really detailed on the shadows. I'm just kind of doing broad strokes right now. Just to get the general idea down. Hey Cam, how you doing? Actually, yeah, no man, I'll do that. Go ahead and zoom in on this. You guys could see it a little bit better. Yeah, Photoshop is a necessary evil, Cam. I love it and hate it at the same time. I've been using Photoshop for probably about 20 years now, if not more. There's sometimes it does what it's supposed to do, and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what update they decide to send out. They like to send out regular updates and without testing. Yeah, I've always wanted to use Procreate. I've seen videos on it. It's really good. But I don't have like a tablet, like a Mac tablet or anything. I really don't want to spend the money on anything Mac, to tell you the truth. Because it costs so darn much. But yeah, I've heard a lot about Procreate, and it looks like it's a really good program. I've used a couple other ones too. Sketchbook Pro, I've used that. That's pretty good. What's the other one? It's like a manga software. Clip Studio Paint is another one that I've used. And one that I just downloaded the other day that's a free software is called Critina? Critia? I like that. I don't know. And it looks pretty good. It's kind of like a Photoshop clone. But there's so many alternatives now that we could use to do stuff like this. It's crazy. It's good because the more Adobe as competition, the more they'll fix things that have been broken for years. Well, we hope they'll fix it. What kind of character sheets are you working on, Cam? For characters you've done, or these back here should probably all be in shadow. I might put some highlight on that as well. I'll go ahead and make them all in shadow. I'll highlight it in later. Oh, nice. Sweet. Yeah, I need to start working on character sheets for my book. I'm trying to get started up, which hopefully will be soon. But I'm trying to get some prints done up because I'm going to have my first show ever in Cleveland on the 4th, October 4th. So I'm trying to get some things ready to set up. Oh, nice. Where are you going to be at, Cam? Oh, doing this all in green, and his shorts are not green. Oops. That's interesting. It didn't actually create the layer I was supposed to. See? Photoshop. There you go. Oh, okay. I think isn't Adam going to be there? Adam Fields? That's the toy show, isn't it? Or am I thinking about a different show? I think the one he's going to is in Xenia. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I don't like that, so let's move that. Another thing I love about this drawing monitor is the texture they have on the screen. When you're drawing on it, it actually feels like you're drawing on paper. I don't know if you guys could hear the pen actually scratch on the screen or not, but pretty nice. I mean, it's not too scratchy and annoying. It's perfect. It feels like paper. All right, time to put in a little bit of details. Shadows should be good. Good start. So you all set up for your first show, Cam, or? You're welcome for what, babe? What'd I do? Oh, for the monitor? Yes. My wife got me this monitor for Christmas. Well, I tell you what, Cam, if you're selling prints, well, I'm assuming you are. Um, there's a company called give me a minute. Mixum, I think is what it's called. Let me get the correct spelling here. Um, yeah, it's Mixam, Mixum.com. That's who I get all my prints through. They do a phenomenal job. You do have to let them know to put in extra padding in the packages, just so your prints don't get damaged. But you could get 100 prints, full color, on one side for $25. With shipping, I think it comes out to like 36 or 39, something like that. And like I said, they're phenomenal. The color, reproduction of the color, and everything is perfect, spot on. So far, that is the best and cheapest option I've found. Not to mention they're pretty quick on the turnaround too. Oh Lord, yeah, don't go to the UPS store. they're way overpriced. Yeah, these are. Here, let me show you. Actually, this camera isn't going to do it justice, but give me a second. Switch it back around here. So this is what you get. They are glossy. They're not too glossy or super glossy. It's just perfect. And what I actually get is the 80-pound text, I believe is what it is. Glossy. So, and then the other side is just white. They actually trim the sides and everything so there's no borders. I mean, they do a great job. So I would definitely suggest going to them. They're pretty good. Yeah, my wife's right. It's like 25 cents a print. Um, I even tried sourcing to some local companies here in Ohio. Wow. There were some people that wanted like $150 for 100 prints. And one guy even got back to me and said they wanted 180 some dollars for 100 prints, and I'm just like, no. Yep, 100 prints is $25, and with shipping, it comes out to like 39. So definitely not bad. It's a great deal. I just put it in order with them the other day, which my prints are already here. Um, but it was like 4 prints, and it came out to, I believe it was like $119, something like that. So can't beat that at all. All right, almost done with the shadows. All right, I think I'm done with the shadows now. Go ahead and start putting in some highlights. This time, if Photoshop actually puts in a new layer, there we go. I'll go ahead and name this highlights. All right. Come at this with a bigger brush. It's too big. No. Get a different colored green here too, though. There we go. I'll put some detail on his face later. That's a basic idea down. I try to keep each one I do in another layer just to make it easier to edit. Didn't want to do that. When you were upstairs, babe, could you hear the air conditioner kick on? This mic? Crazy, I could hear it. All right. Put in some details on his muscles here. Yeah, work. Oops, that's not going to. I don't know why I did that there. All right, it's getting there. Love you, babe. Yeah, let's go ahead and do his shorts here. Huh? Oh, sorry. Just an estimate from. Yeah. Which one saves you $100? The Mix'em? Nice. Do it, man. You will not regret it. I thought it was 80-pound text. Let me make sure of that real quick, Cam. I want to look and see what I actually got on my last order. I'm pretty sure it was 80-pound text, and I'll tell you exactly what I got. Let's see here. Printers, Mix'em. Give me a minute here. They bury this stuff so you can't find it. Oh, okay. I was wrong. My wife was right, as always. The paper stock is 100-pound text, gloss, printing on the front, no color on the back. So yeah, that's what I got. And yeah, you won't regret the quality of what they give you, especially for the amount of money. All right. I'm actually looking into another company that does metal prints. They're more expensive, obviously, but from what I understand, they do. I don't know if you've ever seen like the Poonish the Pooh books. Um, I believe they do a lot of the printing for those for like the specialty ones that they have, the like the chromium covers and the metal covers and all that stuff. So I'm gonna look into them. I can't remember the name of that company either. We got so many companies in here, I don't even remember all of them. They were called Ready Comics, I believe. Let me make sure that's right. Yes, Ready Comics. Um, what it looks like, they do really, really good quality stuff, but I've never done any business with them. Yeah, Adam did. What did he do? Punisher. It was an amazing book. That was the one me and my wife bought. Um, Who Writer, he did. And I think he's working on another one. I think he just posted it the other day. I think it's like a Leatherface Pooh or something like that. Yeah, Adam's a badass when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, the Halo Pooh. That was the other one too. Yep. All right, I think we're good on the highlights for now. What I want to do next. All right, so find these. Create another layer. Go ahead and call this one Shorts. Shorts Dark. All right. Oh, is it Ash? I don't know why I thought it was Leatherface. Oh, probably just because the chainsaw. All right, so purple. Oh yeah, dude, he is. I mean, he's definitely the reason why I started chasing this, doing even getting back into comics. Period. Me and my wife ran into him over at Youngstown Comic Con, and we talked to him and talked to Ren. Um, there's a couple other artists that we talked to, and I don't know why, but like we sat there and talked to Adam for hours. I mean, it felt like him and his wife Amy are just the most amazing people. Um, and he's helped me out tremendously. Um, I actually did. I think the second time we seen him, I took him drawing I did of, it was either Venom or no, it was the version of Prowl that I did for him. It was a drawing I did. Um, and then after that, not too long after that, he asked me if I would ink Prowl for him, and I was like, yeah, no doubt, heck yes. I just want to I want to get into this business. I've always loved it. I regret not continuing to do it when I had the chance in the 90s or early 2000s. But I kind of seen where the comic book industry was going, and didn't want to jump into a business that was about to crash. So I went into graphic design, and graphic design's fun. It's more fun when you're working on your own stuff. When you're working for a company, it's really not that fun because everybody thinks they're a designer. Um, so they in turn hire a designer to tell them what they want the designer to do, and they don't listen to the designer. So I found that quite a bit in that industry. But that's not everybody. I have had some clients that have told me flat out, like, do what you think's best. You know, I trust your judgment. Just do what you think would work better. So, and I love those jobs. Those are the ones that I'm very happy to take. I don't know why I'm coloring this in like this. Selection tool. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. Um, I'm trying, man. I mean, I was doing comic books, like I said, in early 2000s, um, and stopped doing it for literally probably about 20 some years, um, if not more. So just jumping back into it after that long of a hiatus, I'm rusty. There's a lot of things I need to work on, mainly anatomy, stuff like that. Um, like even my lighting has struggled a bit, um, but some of it has slowly come back, and some of it's not going to come back without a lot of work. Um, like if you held a gun to my head right now and told me to draw a female, I would probably tell you to pull the trigger. Mainly because every female I draw now looks like a male, and I don't know why. Um, so it's something I'm just gonna have to work on. All right, we're getting purple shorts here. Get this up here. Ooh, took some concentration. All right. Thanks, babe. I am. That's another thing, and Adam can probably contest to this. In this business, you have to have a very understanding and very understanding wife. I definitely got a good one. She backs me on anything I do. I'll tell you. I can't wait for the new Prow to come out. Adam sounds like he's got some really cool ideas. Alright, so I got his purple shorts here. Go ahead and start putting some highlights and actually shadows first. Try to carry this shadow around his leg here. Yeah, no more tarantulas. We're good on tarantulas. It's strange too, I've noticed when I'm at my drawing table, when I'm doing lines like this, it's easier for me to go towards me with the line. But when I'm on this monitor, it's easier to go away from me. Usually artists either have one way, but for some reason I'm like switch up on this monitor. I don't know why. There we go. Not liking the way that looks. There we go. When in doubt, black it out. Actually, Dave, if you're still up and on here, can you bring me back down to Dr. Pepper, please? Once again, I went live and didn't grab one beforehand. Did you hear me? I asked you to bring me down to Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I was already down here. I didn't hear.
Thanks, baby. I'm still not liking this whole area here. I don't know what to do with it. Might actually just fade it down some. Yeah, that looks better, I think. I might put like a highlight there or something on his leg. That'll work. Alright, we're getting there. Put some shading up here. Actually, like this first. Maybe. I'm gonna go a little softer on this. More an airbrush look. Yeah, it's better. Alright. Thank you, babe. Good dress for. Love you. All right. Let's go ahead and start on the highlights for his leg. I'll just use this as a selection tool or use a selection tool for this. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and paint this in. Whoops. There we go. Then I want to do a little bit of a yellow highlight as well. I'm not going to do it right now though. I need to get this portion of his leg. There, I might go a little lighter. There we go. Select the shorts here. Oops. Wonder why that wasn't blended. Did it on the wrong layer. We'll do it. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do the yellow highlight. Try to bring in the highlight from the sun that's behind him. More of a creamy color. Might work. Let's see what it does. Yeah, that might work. I do that on his arm as well. Up here in his face. All right. Good idea. Somewhat. I just want it to be like a hairline. Highlight here. Nothing too big. This should all been highlighted from the wide to the dark. And a little bit on his face right there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. This buck around. Alright, so now I think I want to tackle his face a little bit more. A lot of work needs to be done on his face. Okay, Photoshop. Why aren't you working? Hmm. There we go. Get rid of some of this. Turned out too great. Not sure about that one. Keep it like that. Alright. I can get the white for his eyes and teeth. You want to do kind of like an off white. You don't really want to do bright white. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but one of my cats are upstairs going crazy. Take that off of his face, a little bit off of his shoulder. I'm not really digging that too much. All right. I know a lot of people would flat every one of these colors before coloring in, or doing any rendering is what they call it, but I don't know. I love doing it this way. Feels more like I'm painting. But there are some really good advantages to flatting your colors before you do anything. All right. And that's one of the advantages right there, flatting. There we go. Put some that. Actually, tell it's a muscle in there. Hmm. All right, let's do his teeth. I'm going to use the selection tool for these. Make it easier. You can use a dentist. Now with these, your selections don't have to be perfect. You can go back through and refine by hitting Alt with your selection tool, and it'll get rid of them. All right, Is this on different? Teeth, I think I'm going to go a little more yellow in the cream. There we go. Trying to pick a nice red for his tongue. Yes, I think I'll do the same layer. What, weenie boy? Got my other black cat looking at me. There we go. This is getting there. Not too bad so far. Good start. Still needs more rendering done to it. And I'll also let you guys know that last night I went ahead and did overlays for this entire piece. And as soon as my Photoshop decides to stop auto-saving, I'll show it to you. Come on, Photoshop, you can do it. I know it's a big file. I tried to make this piece extra big just so I could possibly use it for a banner. Alright, here we go. So this is the overlays that I've done for it. I've added some dust and dirt around here. And a lot of these you'll find like free packs of different types of PNG files. I mean, they'll have designs, they'll have different elements like smoke or dirt or dust or lightning bolts, anything you can think of. And I download those things constantly, and they're royalty free. You can use them on whatever you want. They don't even ask for credit. So, and you can find them all over the place. There's different websites that offer them. What I did is I put a dust and dirt overlay, just so it looks like his foot is actually slammed on the ground and kicked up all that dirt. Where is the other one at? This one down here, down at the base of his foot where his toes are, I actually put some more dust and dirt just to look like he's pushing it aside, trying to give it the illusion of some weight. The other thing I did was up here, which I might end up changing some of it because I don't like what it's doing to his face. But there's a sun glare or a sun flare, which I don't know. I might change it. I might figure something out else. I don't know. Yeah, it might be gone. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I don't like it. But yeah, that's that. I'll probably go through here and add in some more stuff, but for the most part, that's it. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this, and I'll share the actual photos on my pages as soon as it's done. And yeah, have a good night. Thanks, guys.